up, crypto warriors? It's Ultra Crypto back at it again. Today is Wednesday, August 12th, 2020. DeFi. Everything DeFi. Everything on Ethereum. Ethereum is blowing up. DeFi, everything. This is CoinGecko, and they have a filter where you can search or by top market cap, top Oracle coins by market cap. And here it is. Just show you real quick. Come into, you hit the filter button, scroll down, hit Oracle. Real simple. And it gives you the top Oracle coins by market cap. So these are the coins that are competing with Chainlink. And as we see, oh my God, last 7 days, over 200% for BAM protocol. Oh wow, look at this one, 500%, 200%, like my goodness. And you guess what? You can pick them all up right here on Uniswap. I'm going to do a video on how to use the Uniswap app and get those gains. Bless you, buddy. That's my son over there sneezing up a storm. But be careful, people. Be careful. All right, because what goes up must come down. All right, and everything that glitters isn't gold, as they say. And speaking of which, on Twitter, just blowing up every minute. I'm seeing people repost and retweet something about Yam Finance. Yam Finance, it just joined Twitter basically like yesterday or so, and they just released their protocol yesterday. And here it is. We're seeing coming out of Cointelegraph, surge of interest in Yam Yield Farming, but is it too risky? You're basically locking up tokens and you're yielding Yam tokens, and it's a new protocol. The latest craze in the DeFi sector is a new yield farming protocol called Yam, which promises equal opportunity staking with no pre-mine, no founder shares, and a zero value token launch. It has a similar protocol like Elasticity, like Ampleforth. Be careful, but right now it's pumping. It has over $300 million locked up in the protocol already, and it only launched yesterday, and it's only going to grow bigger from here on out. I'm sorry. So we have people like Eric Voorhees, the CEO of Shapeshift, saying that, it looks like a scam, and just be careful. He doesn't understand it. But hey, if you could make money before this whole thing implodes, go for it. Why not? If you could yield farm and make a ton of cash, why not? Next, 3 reasons why Microstrategy adopted Bitcoin and why others will too. So this is a continuation from the video I did yesterday, where it was revealed that Microstrategy bought over 21,000 Bitcoin, 21,454 Bitcoin at a price of $250 million. Crazy. All right, so basically, these are the reasons. It's digital gold, and the CEO went over that, and he said right here, we expect its value to accrete. I had to look up the word accrete. This is why I love the space so much, because I'm always learning. I'm always learning about yield farming and learning about the tech and the protocols, and even my vocabulary is increasing. I'm increasing my knowledge exponentially in this space, man. I love this space. So accrete, I had to look it up. With advances in technology, expanding adoption, and the network effect that has fueled the rise of so many category killers in the modern era. Doubts over fiat future. I already explained that. Hey, the value of the dollar, it doesn't make sense for a company like this to have over $500 million of cash on hand when they could deploy that cash into different assets like Bitcoin, which will accrete over time. I saw what I did there. I used it in a sentence. All right. We believe that together with these and other factors may well have a significant deprecating effect on the long-term real value of fiat currencies and many other conventional asset types, including many of the assets traditionally held as part of corporate treasury operations. So he's talking about this whole situation that's been happening for the whole year, from the COVID situation to printing of unlimited amount of cash to trade wars, whatever the case may be. It's best to park their cash into something like Bitcoin. And Bitcoin's Shellin point. Finally, Saylor, that's the CEO of MicroStrategy, was highly complimentary about Bitcoin in particular and did not mention that the company even considered any other cryptocurrencies. We find the global acceptance, brand recognition, ecosystem vitality, network dominance, architectural resilience, technical utility, and community ethos of Bitcoin to be persuasive evidence of its superiority as an asset class for those seeking a long-term store of value. So that's shots to Peter Schiff, that's shots to Warren Buffett, or anyone else out there that talk bad about Bitcoin, calling it rat poison squared or whatever the case may be. The fact is, now we are seeing corporate entities enter the space and trying to protect their assets, protect their company's wealth by buying Bitcoin. And we're going to see companies like Berkshire Hathaway, companies like Apple, all right, with hundreds of billions of dollars in reserve, protect that cash reserve by buying Bitcoin. It will eventually happen, and guess what? They have to disclose the fact that they are purchasing Bitcoin because they are publicly traded company. Next, more companies coming into the space. IBM executive reveals plans to help banks capitalize on DeFi. And here we go again with DeFi and IBM helping them out. So, director of IBM Financial Services and Digital Assets, Nitin Gar, shared how the technology company is helping financial institutions to capitalize on the DeFi movement. Gar, the author of Blockchain for Business, says it is essential that banks understand and embrace DeFi space. Otherwise, he says it could eventually disrupt their entire business model. Like, that's a no-brainer. If they don't embrace DeFi, if they don't embrace crypto, period, right? Because maybe 5 years ago, they could have talked smack about crypto and say, hey, yeah, crypto is for losers, crypto is a Ponzi scheme, Bitcoin sucks, all that narrative that they used to spit. 5 years ago, it made sense. But now, if they don't embrace crypto and adapt it and start using it or start integrating it into their system, then they're going to get left behind. They're going to get extinct like the dinosaurs. I think that the financial institutions should understand it because it has the potential to eventually sort of take over and subside the business elements of existing business models. And that's one of the reasons why a bank should do it. DeFi presents a set of regulatory challenges to financial institutions, and IBM believes it can help their clients navigate it. Regardless, Gar foresees an entry of large banks, starting with investment banks. And I wrote on this little post-it, the codes move faster than legislators can write laws. By the time they come up with laws to quote-unquote regulate the DeFi space, it's going to morph into something else. It's going to evolve into something else. We saw that with the ICO boom of 2017. By the time they wrote the laws, it turned into IEOs, and then they tried to squeeze in on that, and now it turned into DeFi. They can't keep up with it. It moves too fast. It's evolving too fast. This thing is alive. Crypto is alive, people. All right, it's an organism, and it's alive, and regulators can't keep up with it. Legislators can't write laws fast enough for it. So if they try to ban it, if they try to regulate it, if they try to squeeze it in, it's just going to morph into something else. All right. Yes, first, investment banks will be the ones to be greedy enough to adapt and integrate it first. But by the time they do, it's already something else. This is why you have to take advantage of the opportunity in front of you when you see it. This is why I'm learning about Uniswap right now, although I'm behind the 8 ball when it comes to that. Rethink required. At the same time, he acknowledges that in order for banks to succeed in this space, they would need to rethink their approach. While it is unclear when we will see major banks enter the DeFi space, Gar mentioned that Goldman Sachs hiring a new head of digital assets is a positive sign. And yes, Goldman Sachs is into this space, and Goldman Sachs is an investment bank. So you're seeing the first of a wave of investment banks coming into the space. Next, some traders now taking bets Ether will break 1K by December. So this is basically option traders, all right? Debrit has started listing ETH options with strikes above 1K, and some traders are now betting the cryptocurrency will reach that price by year's end, and I could definitely see that. This pump is going to be crazy. The fall pump. Right now, we're having a little retracement, but this fall pump come like October time frame, yo, it's gonna be nuts. Over 3,400 contracts worth $1.3 million of ETH 1120 call options have been traded for December 2020. Point blank period. I'm not gonna read the rest. It just makes sense. All right, everybody's betting that ETH will reach that $1,000 price point again, because it already did. And by then, we should have more development on ETH 2.0, which is only more bullish for Ethereum. And they're saying that ETH options as a forecasting tool, that's because there is notable open interest buildup in options at 14,000 strike. They're talking about Bitcoin in this instance. So yes, you can use it as a forecasting tool if you're a trader, and we will see. We'll see. Next, this news popped up on my phone, so I had to talk about it. Coinbase exits industry lobbying group in protest over recent unspecified decisions. All right, so Coinbase, they were in this lobbying group to help push push crypto forward, to help the whole community, right? That's what lobbyists are for. They're there to basically pay politicians to help push your agenda forward. Now, Coinbase is exiting this lobbying group because Binance US has joined the group. Binance US joined the group on Monday, and now they're exiting the group. What? This is what's wrong with like cancel culture today. Instead of engaging with somebody that you disagree with, instead of engaging with someone's other ideas, your thought is, I'm just gonna not talk to them. I'm just gonna take my toy away, so to speak. If you're talking about children, right? Because that's what society has come to. We all act like children when we're talking about this whole cancel culture. I'm going to take my toy away. You're not going to play with my toy, and I'm leaving. And that's what Coinbase is doing right here. Instead of embracing Binance and trying to, yes, you may disagree with Binance, because whenever these quote unquote regulated exchanges get it or is in an interview, I'm just like chewing my words here. I'm trying to spit it all out. Like, it's all in my brain, but it's coming out too fast for my vocal cords to interpret it. But instead of trying to embrace somebody that you disagree with, when the Winklevoss twins, when Brian Armstrong, all right, the CEO of Gemini and Coinbase, when people ask them about Binance, they say, oh, or they compare them to Binance. Oh, Binance is unregulated. Binance, it's like a dirty exchange, right? Instead of trying to bring Binance into the fold to help them to get regulated, to help them to be on your side, right? Or see things their way, they are being childish and taking their toy and walking away. That's just stupid, in my opinion. Very stupid, very ignorant, and that's what's wrong with today's whole cancel culture. Now I'm going to get off my soapbox and let you guys discuss it in the comment section below. Smash the like, hit the subscribe button, and of course, in the comment section, discuss these articles that I went over today. I went over a lot today, and yeah, it's a lot happening in the space right now. From Coinbase being little crybabies, and we're seeing ETH is going to hit 1K again. IBM jumping in. More companies are going to jump in. And Yam Yield Farming. Yam Yield Farming. DeFi. Smash that like. Let's talk about it. It's Sergeant Crypto. and I'm out. Peace.